Jesus Christ. Okay, so that wasn't really a good sound to hear. But hello, I'm trying to fix my live because I clicked live, and then for some reason my live decided that it wasn't gonna work. So like, what's up with that, right? Hello everyone, my name is Sally. Call me friend. It's okay. I'm okay with that. And today we're gonna talk about a very important group and the world history, I guess. I don't know. But they're very important, at least to people who like K-pop, because they are the biggest girl group that K-pop has ever seen. Basically, like I'm not trying to exaggerate here. They were considered Korea's nation's girl group, so like they are really important. So before we start, all I'm gonna ask from you guys is to like, click subscribe, and leave a comment. Like, where are you coming from? Are you liking what you're seeing? You know, basic stuff, basic stuff. So, just a second, cause it's live. It's live, right? So like, hi. So, as I said, nation's girl group, biggest girl group in K-pop ever, Girl Generation, of course, my babies. And who are Girl Generation? Well, this is what we're gonna explore today. So let me just open. Ah, look at them, fellas. So they are the girls, right? As we see here, 9 members. That's the standard for Girl Generation. But what we're gonna start talking about today is how that became the number, how they were formed, how they were chosen, because it was a crazy story, as with any K-pop group. As we're gonna learn throughout the series, every group, even girl groups or boy groups or even solos, there's a lot that goes on before they actually debut, and it means auditions, trying to form the right combination of people and then training them together, seeing how they work, the chemistry, and a lot of photo shoots. We're gonna see a lot of photos from the pre-debut times, and crazy. So, as we're saying, let me just first send the link to some of my friends, because I know they're not here because I haven't sent the link. So that's what I need to do now. Of course. So, because here's the thing, I'm from Brazil, right? And when you're from Brazil, the thing with being from Brazil is that it's hard to start, right? It's hard to start a YouTube channel for any place, of course, but especially when you're from Brazil, because it's not a naturally speaking a country that naturally speaks English. So I'm gonna like have a couple like legs like that during the during the video, but please excuse me. I speak English normally, like regularly, but still not 100%. Sometimes you're just not gonna reach that full natural way of talking, and that's fine, I guess. People who learn Portuguese suffer the same way. That's life, I guess. I know we all try to be better at what we do, I guess. The light, I know that is kind of weird, but I really don't have a better place to stay, so we're gonna stay right here, right now, for now, and hopefully that will change over the course of my life. I don't know, but you know, when you start on YouTube nowadays, it's a slow process. It's a slow process. I know, I'm very aware of that, and especially doing lives. Because see, the problem sometimes is not even the fact that you're doing a live, it's the fact that you have to call people. There's a whole situation, and then after that, there's still you guys watching me later after the live is done, so you can jump this part. It's okay. It's not a problem. I'm fine with that, and actually, like I see the problem. I see how it's justified. It happens. I know it happens. And I started a little bit later, so there's also that, right? So, just coming back real quick here. Let's talk about them, right? Let's talk about girl generation. This girl group, this amazing girl group. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to listen to anything today. Probably yes. But I think we're gonna get to the debut, but there's a whole process behind that. So before that, so we start with just like a quick presentation of them. We have our intro, then we're gonna talk about how they were formed, and then their path to success. Probably we're gonna just cover the first topic of the intro, right? Just understanding what they are, who they are, and then how they were formed. So first off, who are them, right? 9 members. I know that's a lot. Like we on the West are usually used to 5 members, like 4 maybe. We have Spice Girls with 5, Little Mix with 4, Fifth Harmony with a mix of those 2 numbers. kind of weird. One Direction, the same situation. Like there were 5, then there were 4, then there were nothing. NSYNC was also 5. Backstreet Boys was also 5. So we're used to that magical number, like between 4 and 5 people. K-pop, if you see through history until like 2004, they were used to that number as well, kind of because the Spice Girls was 5, so they had some copycat groups that were also 5. Same situation for Backstreet Boys. They had copycat groups who are also 5 members. But this situation here, it wasn't the first time with like a lot of members. The company SM Entertainment, they had a group before them called Super Junior, and that group was formed because they had some excess trainees. They had a lot of like teenager boys left from the auditions and selections to the boy group before that, who was Tomashinki. Please don't assassinate me, okay? So they had some leftover members. They ended up debuting them with, I think the original number is 13, or yeah, 13. It's a lot of men. It's a lot of men. I know. But after that, they were like, "Yo, this works. A lot of members work. So maybe we can do that with the girls." And then they tried to do that with the girls, and they succeeded. Like unarguably, they really did a good job with Girl Generation. And the 9 girls are perfect together. Oh, they were, because they're disbanded already. But it's all, like July 2007, we're 2019 now, so that's 12 years ago. They lasted a long time, especially for K-pop girl groups. They usually last like 7 years. They lasted 7 as 9 members, and then another 2 to 3 with 8 members, and then after that they just some of them kind of went their way. Some of them continued. They made like a subunit of the group called Oh My GG. Great unit, only released one song. So that's fun. That's really nice. That's really nice. But such is life with K-pop. I feel like, especially if groups, like big groups, even the Spice Girls didn't last that much time. So they start young, they're still finding their voice, so a group is the best option for them. And as they grow older and they become adults, it's best that they kind of go their way because the ideas are so they're farmed. They become like solid, and like some of them went more into acting, some of them went more into variety, like hosting, and some of them are doing solos. So for example, Taeyeon, the first one in this picture, she is doing solos and she's amazing. Like she has a really good voice and she's doing her thing now, just being really successful in this path that she chose. And she started before the group disbanded, so she already had cemented her name as a soloist before the group even started. And yes, I speak English, Yusuf. Yes, I do, of course. Anyway, so yeah, when they debuted, there were 9 members, and they're formed under SM Entertainment, which is the biggest recording company in Korea. They are what we call an agency. Like they do everything. They select the girls, they train the girls. So some of them have been under SM Entertainment from a long time before the debut. Like the debut in 2007, Sunny, the middle one, the bottom row, she started training under SM Entertainment in 1998. So that was already 9 years before debut. She was already training for 9 years. And she almost debuted in another girl group before Girl Generation. She had moved to a different agency, different company, and they were training her. She was going to debut, and then as the group was about to debut, they canceled everything, and she came back to SM Entertainment. So yeah, Korean companies, they really work their trainees, work with their artists to make them become the perfect product. So they train singing, they train dancing, acting, how to um, how to talk to people on TV, how to talk to their fans, how should they interact, stage presence. And when they debut, they already like they act almost like professionals. Of course, like the first time they're still gonna be um, rookies, of course, and there's still a lot to learn, but they are more prepared than artists who start on their own or who weren't really trained that much. And the dances end up being more complicated, more detailed, as you know, they spend like all this time training in dancing and singing. Of course, they're gonna have a more polished presentation. So July 2007 was their first presentation as Girl Generation, but the beginning of the selection of the girls for the group started like 2005, which is when Super Junior debuted. So as soon as they debuted Super Junior, they were like, we need a girl group. We need the girl version of this group. So during the selection, they even ended up having like 12 members, 12 possible members. It was a lot of girls, like really. And there were several others who, to this day, they go on TV and like, oh, I was almost a member of Girl Generation. And people were like, do you have like pictures? Did you actually train in the group? And a lot of them were just trainees under SM Entertainment. They say, oh, I was almost a Girl Generation member. And no, they weren't. But for at least another 5 or 6 girls, they can actually say like they took pictures, they had some pre-recordings, like some demos that they recorded together. We're gonna see like the pictures you see, even with 12 girls, they're really they were not finalized. Like it took a long time to finalize the members. So let's start with the members who actually made it to the group, right? Let me just zoom this a little bit more. Okay. So from here we have Taeyeon. Taeyeon is the vocalist, like the main vocalist. As I said, when she started doing her thing as a solo, really successful because her voice is amazing. So for Taeyeon, her full name is actually Kim Taeyeon. It doesn't change much for her. Sometimes you're gonna see K-pop vocalists who are really their names are really different from their stage names. It happens, and sometimes it's actually a little bit cringy. Common stuff. So Taeyeon, she's, as I said, the main vocalist. She's also the leader, and she has been in the group, I think, from the very beginning. Like from the very beginning, first formation of the group, she was already there. She was born in March 9, 1989. So she's one of the oldest members, and she was born in Korea, of course. Some of the members weren't. Some of the members are actually Korean American. So yeah, and as with most Korean women, she's actually on the lower, like smaller side. She's 158, 5'2" in American measurement system, and she's one of the members who sing the most in the song. So as you watch the music videos, listen to the songs, her voice is prominent, especially during the chorus, because you need someone with a powerful voice. She really provides it. Next one is Jessica, and Jessica, we have some history with Jessica. She was also one of the original members. She was always there from the very beginning. But Jessica, as the name can already tell, is not born in Korea. She's one of the members who were born in the United States. And then I think one of the members was born in Canada. But yeah, Jessica was born in the United States. And her birth name there was Jessica Jung. And her Korean name was Jung Soo-young. They didn't like Soo-young, so they just kept as Jessica. She's also a main vocalist. Her voice is also really, really good, but a little too like on the highest tones, like really, like sometimes just a little bit deafening, just a little bit weird. She was born in San Francisco, so a nice place to be born. She's 162 in terms of height, so she's a little bit taller. I don't think. Yeah, so some of the members are like almost 170, and then some of the members are closer to 150. So we have some height differences here. Have some height differences. It happens with every group. High heels. They really fix stuff. And she was the first member to leave, like back in 2000. I'm gonna say 17, but I'm not 100% sure. She left the group because she had some stuff to do. She wanted to follow her own career, her own company. So she left the group. There's a lot of scandal around it because people don't really know if she was kicked from the group or she was actually just like there was actually a certain talk with the company if the company actually accepted it. So there's that. And next one, Sohyun. Sohyun is baby. Her voice, like if you see the group doesn't have really like someone with a really bad voice. You don't have that, but you have this four here: Taeyeon, Tiffany, Jessica, and Sohyun, and their voices are amazing. Sohyun is more on the musical side, so musicals, but they all have really pretty voices. So Sohyun is actually So Ju-hyun in Korean. So they just took Ju out of the mix and just kept Sohyun. She's a lead vocalist, and there's a difference between lead and main vocalist in Korea in K-pop. So a lead vocalist, they usually sing the bridge. before the chorus. And why am I sleepy? Why am I sleepy? What the hell? Anyways. And the main vocalist will usually sing the chorus. But it really depends on the song. So sometimes they mix it. And she's the maknae. So maknae in Korean, in K-pop especially, is the youngest one in the group. So she was born in 1991. I didn't say the when was Jessica born. Jessica was born in April 1989. So she was born the same year as Taeyeon. Sohyun was born in 1991. So she's the maknae. She's the one who was born more recently, kind of. And she's 168, so like 5'6", 5'6", and one of the tallest ones. Not the tallest one, not the tallest member yet, but one of the tallest ones. She's really tall, and she's really talented. I would you wouldn't put past that past her. Like her voice is really good. There's a subunit from Girl Generation called Techiso with Taeyeon and Sohyun. Techiso. The name is there. You can really see her voice shine. She's really in her like in her. I forgot the expression. Amazing, but like she really shines in that subunit. I would highly recommend you guys listen to the songs. Techiso. Next one we have is Tiffany, as we're talking about Techiso. Tiffany is also. Why am I so sleepy? Makes no sense. Tiffany is also one of the American ones. She was also born in San Francisco, and her name is actually Stephanie Huang. There's no Young, there's no Tiffany, it's a Stephanie. But you know, like with K-pop, as I told you guys, they always change the name for a stage name. So yeah. What can you do? What can you do? Her Korean name actually is Hwang Young. So the Young is from her Korean name. Why am I sleepy? I slept so much. I actually didn't sleep that much. Actually didn't sleep that much. So she was born in '89 as well. So like a lot of girls are born in '89, but she was born now, so a little bit younger. And she's a lead vocalist as well, so she can sing in the bridge, especially. Sometimes she sings in the chorus as well. So it really depends on the song. The positions in K-pop, they are just more like a guide when making the songs, but not really something that it just like American girl groups. Why am I so sleepy? Like I'm drinking Coca-Cola from like for such a long time already, and yet I'm sleepy. I'm just so mad at myself. She's also a rapper, so if you're listening to the songs, and sometimes K-pop songs will have a rapper. They shouldn't really sometimes, but they have anyways. She will rap, you know, just she's more like filling a role rather than rapping because she's good at it. She's doing her job. It's nothing like she's no Dr. Dre. She's no, you know, she's not a big rapper. She's just like she had some sass to the songs, you know, like just a little thing to the songs, a little flair to it. But she's not a big time rapper. Just don't expect that from her. Uh, then you have Yuna. Yuna is the face of the group, really. If you want to know who, Jesus freaking Christ, who commands, sorry, who commands the group in terms of stage presence? No, stage presence is not Yuna. Yuna is really like a flower. She doesn't do much. Like she's a decent singer, a decent dancer, but she's there mainly because she looks beautiful. Like I don't know if you guys can get it from this photo, but she is beautiful. she is the visual and she's the center. So whenever they start the song or end the song, she will mostly be in the center. But during chorus, sometimes when there's a transition between the vocalists, she will also be center. Dance breaks, sometimes she will be center. Not always, but like if it's a group dance, maybe she's in the center. And mainly because her face is like the face. So whenever you see any photos of them, she's gonna be mostly in the center. And she was born in 1990, so like she's right in the middle of the years, because all the years are like 89, 90, 91. So basically, she was born May 3rd, 1990. Just Jesus Christ. Sometimes English can be hard. And her stage name is not different from her birth name. It's the same thing. She's quite high as well, like 167, like 5'6". Yeah, yeah. She's nothing like a model. Like most modeling agencies would not hire her, but in Korea maybe they would, because they're not on the higher side of them. I think like now you can say they're growing more, but step by step. At the time, really, like she was considered tall already. Um, and she was born in Seoul, South Korea, so she's Korean to the bone. She was born in the capital, super Korean. Next one we have is Yuri. Yuri is one of my favorite members. I'm gonna say that. Sorry, she's one of my bias. She's hella pretty. Like you cannot say she's pretty. She's not pretty because she's really really pretty. And her Korean name is Kwon Yuri, so also didn't change much. She's the lead dancer and she's a really good dancer. She's sexy, like you really want to follow her. And also lead rapper again, Philly Rose. She's not like the best rapper in the world, like no Jay-Z, no Kanye West, but she does her stuff. She was also born in 1989. She's December 5th. Oh my god, that's my mom's birthday. Hey, not that my mother was born in 89. Let's not mistake that. My mother was born in 74. But hey, December 5th. Oh, she just turned 30. Oh, Jesus. Like, can you imagine this woman 30? She didn't change much. That's the thing, Korean people. She was born in South Korea as well, 166, so it's just a little bit like smaller than she's like same height, it's 5'5", but basically 5'6". And for real, like if you want to see the girls dancing, there are so many videos. She's usually in the center for dance breaks. Like between Yuna and Yuri is mostly the center, and also Hyoyeon. So when we talk about Hyoyeon, she's also like I don't know if it's lead singer, lead dancer, or main dancer. Hyoyeon, main dancer, yeah. So you have main dancer, lead dancer Yuri, main dancer Hyoyeon. So Yuri when you need a center during like in between the bridge and chorus, in between the verses and the bridge, you're gonna have Yuri in the center. Dance breaks mainly Hyoyeon, and like these three will usually be in the center. These are the three centers, and they are amazing at it. And you may think, oh, why does the center matter? Camera, bitches. Like if you're in the center, the camera's focused mainly on you. Your eyes are drawn to the center, especially when they have a V formation and you're seeing like the center first. Like your eyes are instantly drawn to them. So it's an important position. So as we were talking about center, Hyoyeon. She's main dancer, main rapper as well. Again, Philly Rose, and she was born in 89. So she's September 89. Also born in South Korea, but she was born in Incheon. Incheon is an area in a city in South Korea, especially in an area as well, that has a high concentration of foreigners, especially Americans, and people who were born from foreigners. So either like an American, mostly like American GIs and Korean mothers. Some of the GIs stayed, some of the GIs took the wives to the Korean wives to America. Some of them just left everybody there, just when live their white lives in America. So you have mixed situations here, but Hyoyeon is from Incheon. She has a more westernized look. I think from all the 9 girls, she's the most western in terms of like face features, and also like her whole role in the group. She's the one who looks the most foreign. I would say, I don't know. She's 160. She's on the lower side of the group. She's like a smaller side, so she's the more, yeah, she's the more Western looking. Even though her name is not really Western, but she's not like Tiffany or Jessica, but she's the one who makes the bridge between the two countries. She's a DJ now. DJ Hyo. Yeah. She's a DJ now. She's getting really famous. She just played in London, I guess. So if you want to check out, her songs are really nice, more on the electronic side, really different from her stuff from Girl Generation. Now the last 2 members we have are Suyeon and Sunny. Suyeon, the model. So Suyeon, birth name is Choi Suyeon, so not much difference from there. She's one of the girls who actually had debuted before she started in Girl Generation. She debuted in a Japanese duo. Forgot the name. Let me see the name. It was a cute name. Root Zero. Wasn't really cute. she like, it was a pop duo, and they were cute. They were really cute. She was born 1990. Right in the middle, lead dancer, lead rapper. Again, like lead dancer, but between her and Yuri, and then Suyeon. So for the dance line, you have like Hyoyeon, Yuri, and then you have Suyeon. And she was also born in South Korea. 170. She's the tallest in the group, like 5'7". Like, she's really the model in the group, and it really shows. Like, in her poses, the hair flips, the face, everything's just model like. And I really like her as well in the group. She's really good. She's really, really good. From there, we go to Sunny, the last member. I think she's one of the oldest. I'm not sure if she's the oldest per se. No, she's not. The oldest one is Taeyeon. Yeah. It's weird because she really looks like one of the youngest ones, and yet, like, she's second to oldest, I guess. Let me see Jessica, because I think maybe it's Jessica second to oldest. Yeah, so it's Tiffany, no, it's Taeyeon, Jessica, then Sunny. But really, like, Sunny looks way younger than she actually is, like, really way younger. Her Korean name is Lee Sung-kyu, so it's better Sunny. And she's really sunny. Like, her smile is really bright. She's really cute. In this picture in particular, she's more giving like sexy vibes, because this picture is a little bit further down their career. But when they started, like, she was really cute. Like, here, she's the middle one here. Really cute, really bright. She started training the youngest here in the group. So 1998, she was barely 9 when she started training. So that's how young they start. Sometimes they start when they're 9, 10, 11, 12. Usually those are the ages where they start training to become K-pop artists. And she's from May 1989, so she started young. And she's also from California, but she was actually born in Los Angeles, so that's a little bit different. I thought she was Canadian. Why did I think she was Canadian? I don't know. But yeah, Los Angeles, California. And she's the smallest in the group. She's 155. That's 5'1". That's small. She's the smaller one. I think that's why I thought she was the youngest one, because she's the smallest one by a lot, by a full lot. There's a 15 centimeter distance between her and Suyeon. Like 15 centimeters. That's a really high hill. Like a really high hill. So high heels, you know, they're needed in this group. Just, you know, just to have a certain level to the group when they're filming. So the max number of trainees, right? We were talking about the trainees who made it to the group, but they ended up becoming, during the process, even like 12 members. So some of the names of the girls who almost made it, let me see here. So Sohyunjin. Sohyunjin is a girl that ended up debuting with Milk, who didn't last much, actually. Let me see if I find a picture of Milk, because I'm not sure I can find. They didn't last much. Yeah. Oh no, no. Ah, that was a group before Girl Generation. I thought it was. Huh. Yeah, so there was a girl from that group who almost made it to Girl Generation because they didn't last much. They started in 2001. They went into 2003. They really looked like some of the pictures uh, from Jesus, I forgot, Spice Girls. Like this picture in particular. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Like, look at this. Tell me this doesn't look like I just want to open the picture and it doesn't open here. Okay, it's okay. Tell me this doesn't look like Spice Girls, like it's a Spice Girls picture. You also have this one, and the title of the news is already like flopped SM girl group. Like, why would you do that? And the circle here is the girl who actually almost made it to Girl Generation. This girl right here, her name is Sohyun Jin. She was the lead singer there. So can you imagine more vocalists in this group, more lead singers? Um, they really didn't last much longer. They just had one album, and then she trained with them for a while, with Girl Generation for a while. And I think she's. Let me see who she is in these pictures. She's one of the no, not the girls sitting. The sitting girls were on the group. She's like probably this girl right here. Though I'm not 100% sure, but like this is Tiffany, this is Sohyun, this is Yuna, this is Jessica, this is Yuyeon, this is maybe Tiffany, I don't know. Then you have Hyoyeon, Sunny, and then the other girls didn't make it to the group. This is Yuri, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. The formations were like always changing. And then you have this girl here. This girl is Chunmi. Chunmi is a very sad case in K-pop. Like for real, we could have a whole K-talk just about Chunmi. Because Chunmi, she tried to make it so many times. So many times. I don't know if she really didn't fit the visuals of K-pop, like the certain beauty that K-pop looks for, or it's because like her talents weren't really something to sing praises for. You know, she wasn't a great singer like Tiffany or a great dancer like Hyoyeon. She didn't have that thing that would shine through. So she tried many times. She almost made it into Girl Generation. She didn't. Then she went to another recording company. I think it was Core Contents Media, CCM, which wasn't that name first, but then it becomes CCM. There, she almost debuted in Tiara, which was also a very famous girl group with so many scandals. Jesus Christ! But she almost made it there. Didn't make it to the final group, and then she went on to I think Five Dolls was later. Co-ed was a co-ed school. Co-ed school was a co-ed group, boy group, girl group, kind of. So they had like 4 girls and 6 boys. Yeah, and she debuted there. Then from this group, generated another group called Five Dolls, which debuted with 5 girls, and then there were 6, and then there were 4. Like, it was a mix. Every time they would have new members, and Chanmi was there all the time because she was like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. And then she didn't, and then the group disbanded, and she was left behind again. And then she participated in the first produced series, and she also didn't make it there. And then she was like just desperate because poor girl was really trying her hardest, but it wasn't enough. And that's the problem with K-pop sometimes. People will train and try really hard to make it, but if they don't have the it factor, it can be, an education, someone who knows someone, or like really good voice, really good dancing, or a really outstanding visual. As I said, Yuna, this baby right here, she doesn't sing extremely well, she doesn't dance extremely well. She does her job well. Don't get me wrong. It's just that it's not nothing outstanding. But her visuals, man, her visuals are pure, innocent. Like the pristine Korean look. Chanmi wasn't there. And she tried plastic surgery, as many people who are trying to get into K-pop, but she really couldn't get there, She tried her best, but it just didn't happen the way she thought it would happen. And we have Eun Hee. Now let me see where she is here. I think she's this one. Either this, I'm not 100% sure. See, the pictures are only released and then they don't identify people here. So I'm kind of like trying to fend for myself. Like it's out. I'm not showing the. Let me show Shanmi for you guys because I wasn't showing Shanmi. See, sometimes I try to do stuff, but I'm still, as I told you guys, I'm still learning. So this is Chanmi. Chanmi is this girl right here. Poor girl really tried. Yuna here, and then I think this one is Yeonhee. Yeonhee is a very famous actress now, and she has been with SM Entertainment for a long time. She was selected in, I think, 2000 something. Yeah, she won. SM Entertainment had a couple competitions during the beginning of the 2000s, and to recruit, new trainees so they could make the future groups. And she won SM Teenage Contest in 2001. So she stayed for 6 years before almost making it to Girl Generation, and then she did it. But she beat out like 8,000 other people. 8,000 other people. So you can imagine how close she was. She was really close. We all thought she was gonna make it. Let me be real with you guys. Like, I wasn't into K-pop in 2007. I was into K-pop in 2009. They had already debuted and they were already like really, really successful at the time. But as I was learning about them, Yeonhee was like, how did she not make it? She's so pretty. But I guess maybe the visuals were clashing with Yuna, and in the end they chose Yuna. I don't know how she's singing or dancing, so maybe it was one of the factors. As I said, Yuna, she's competent too. And we also had Jung Li Ying, or Jung Li Ying in Korean. She was the Chinese member. We could have a Chinese member in a K-pop girl group before. Who's now? Before FX. But we ended up with FX having a Chinese member. But SM Entertainment was trying since then. They had a maybe Chinese member in Super Junior. So if you guys want me to talk about Super Junior, that's going to be like a full month of videos. There's so much to talk about Super Junior. So Dang Yin, she was the Chinese member. She actually started solo. She started solo in 2006 with an album called, and her hit single was Timeless, and she was actually like really, really popular back then. She was named Best Solo New Artist by Mama. You know Mama? You guys know Mama, right? So Mama was back was already happening back then in 2006, and she was the best new solo artist. So she had a future, and some call her like Chinese boa, but she didn't really shine after that. I never heard of her. Literally, never heard of her. I don't know if after Girl Generation, SM just forgot about her. Probably. But life, I guess. Let me see if she's still in activity. Like maybe she's still active. It's just that we don't know. If I could like really select her name, that would be like wonderful. Because my mouse, sometimes it works well, sometimes it just doesn't. And she's 30. She appeared in SM the Ballad? Really? For real, for real? Huh. Okay, so Timeless is a song from 2009. At least the music video is from 2009 on SM Entertainment's channel with Cha Jung-soo. And she had like a music video in 2011, one in 2014. But I think she's more active in China rather than in Korea. And now she's under a new managing agency called Show City Times. She changed in 2017. Yeah, I can say finally. Finally. I feel like finally is a good time to describe this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like some comments about her moving, like when Zhang Liyin first made her debut, she had the help of the Chiquito Super Junior. Her company even gave her the nickname of Chinese Bow. I thought like people gave her the nickname. No. SM Entertainment went there like real fast. But her talent was too simplistic. Then to add to the fact that it was tough for a girl to be in the industry at such a young age. At the time, the Korean market just wasn't open to foreign artists. Strong foreign, yeah. SM's Entertainment's first artists who returned to China after completing their contract. Damn, the show! Wow. Damn. Yeah, like she has a voice, but I think maybe her problem was that she didn't have the it factor, and she tried, she tried. Yeah, not a bad choice, just go to China. Sometimes you just have to go to China. That's the thing, So we have Zhang Ling, we have Chen Mi, we have Yoon Hee, who is acting, through many. She had a lot of stuff done in Korea, like a lot of dramas. And then we have Soyeon. Now, let me see if I can find Soyeon right here. I think I have like below here her picture. Soyeon. Shopping. I think she wasn't in this picture. I thought she was gonna be in this picture, but she wasn't. Yeah, so this is one picture like that was circulating the cafes before their debut with, oh, these are like possible members. And then you have like 5 of them who we know, and then the rest is like, who the fuck? And this is 11. Again, this is 11. So we have Jun Bin, this is the Chinese member. Pesok Bin, have Hong Bora. Bora, I think she went on to become a member of another girl group. We have Lee Young-hee, the actress, as I told you guys. Again, clashing visuals with Yuna. I think that's why they didn't select her. Then we have Hyo-yeon, Yuri, Suyeon, Yuna, as I said, then Soyeon, Kim Ye-jin. I think she became an actress. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw her in a couple of dramas. And this is Jessica. So Soyeon is now a member of Tiara. Tiara is like mostly disbanded, but like, we're not 100% sure. But yeah, mostly disbanded. I think she's here as, oh yeah, this is Soyeon. Yeah, this baby face. I think she clashed visually with Taeyeon. That's why they didn't choose her. She, like, visually she's very similar to Taeyeon. I even confused her with Taeyeon here. Like the same similar face, but seeing her in Cherry, you kind of can see why she wasn't chosen. Her stage presence is. I'm not gonna say anything bad. I feel like if I say anything bad, it's gonna be complicated. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, she liked to eat something as well. You know, I think like the girls they chose were really good for the role they had in the group. So yeah, so Yeon didn't make the cut as well. And then we had Kim Min-ji. Wasn't Min-ji in the picture here? Min-ji, Kim-ji? No, Kim Ye-jin is here. But Kim Min-ji is another girl who she was cast on the streets in 2007, same year as they debuted. She had won an SM Entertainment audition in the past as well, and she almost made it as well. I don't know if she's in the picture here, but in any of the two pictures, this is Chun-Mi, 100%, I guess. Yeah, this is Soyeon, and this, or Imin-hee. Yeah, Imin-hee. And what was the other one I thought available? No. Soyeon-jin, right? Yeah. So yeah, we had a lot of girls who could have made it but didn't. And recently there was a singer who was on TV. She was, I think, an anime singer. She was on a TV show talking about her life, and then she said, "Oh, I almost made it to Girl Generation." And then Taeyeon was like, "Yo, shut your mouth. Just stop talking. Shush." Because she wasn't having any of it. Because she was like, "You never even took pictures. You never even went to like the selections or anything. You were never part of the lineup. So you were actually almost on Girl Generation." So she called out the girl, and the girl was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." So yeah, it's complicated. And about the selection process, last topic of the night, because really we're almost 1 hour in. I was swearing to God that it wasn't gonna take that much time, but here I am taking that much time and a little bit more. So the selection process is really simple, but like really varied. And nowadays, I don't think they do more straight castings. And the competitions, I haven't heard of any recently. Like nowadays, it's straight up audition. But at the time, they were still like trying to find the best way to find the trainees. So a lot of street casting. Some of them, like most of the members, I would say, no, not most of the members, but some of the members were street cast. So Jessica and her sister, which is Crystal from FX, they were in a mall. Like they were in a mall in Korea during a family vacation, which again they were born in the United States, so they were there just for vacation. And then someone from SM was like, "Yo, y'all both really pretty. Like, who the hell are you? Let me hold you guys here in South Korea." And they stayed. So Jessica was able to debut first because Crystal is a little bit younger, so she trained for a little bit longer, a little bit more time. And that was in 2000. 2000. She was 11. She was 11 when she was cast. Like, who the hell? Can you imagine? You guys are walking in the mall, and some random Korean guy goes, "Yo, your daughter is really pretty. How about we send her to South Korea and then she trains for like 7 years to maybe be part of a girl group?" And she's 11. She's 11. And then her sister was like probably 9, I guess, at the time. So doesn't really make things better, does it? No, it doesn't. But we're all lucky that she actually chose to go. And also from the streets, Sohyun was cast in the subway. Who the hell finds someone in the subway? In the subway. But sometimes you're there, you just like listen to your music, and you know how sometimes you see some girls, maybe a woman who's really pretty, and you're like, oh my god, this could be like a model. Maybe that's the way that they cast her. But really, and that was like 2003. 2003 she auditioned, but that was before 2003. So imagine, like, she was between 11, maybe 10, maybe even before that. So, weird. Weird. And Sunny was already a trainee for a long time. She trained in SM Entertainment from 1998 to like 2003. Then she went to another company called Star World, which was like a sister company to SM. She almost debuted in Sugar. Again, as I said, didn't really happen. Then she moved back to SM Entertainment and just debuted, just did her thing. And then the rest of the girls, they were either in an audition or through a competition. So one of the main competitions that happened would be I forgot the name. Youth Best Dancer. Yeah, so Youth Best Dancer. So Suyeon, no, not Suyeon. Yuri was second place in Youth Best Dance competition. The first place. Who was first place? Forgot who the fuck was first place. I think another one of the girls who were outcasts were first place. Then there was 2000's SM Open audition with Hyoyeon being selected for her dancing and Sooyoung by singing, of course. Then you had Yuna was through 2002's SM Saturday Open casting audition. So, SM was really desperate for girls. Like, they really wanted to have a girl group, like really, 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 really. And, the youth competition. Yuri was like second place in 2001 for Youth Best Dancer competition. And then Taeyeon was 2004's Youth Singing competition winner. That's why I was like trying to think who won. Actually, Taeyeon won a different type of competition, like Best Singing. So, really makes you think she's really good singer even back then. In 2004. So I think she's one of the members who trained the least. That and Tiffany, who was casting SM's Starlight casting system, also 2004 in Los Angeles. So yeah, they even selected her there. They were really desperate for girls. Damn, I'm really sleepy. So those were the girls who made it to the group, and that's how they were selected. That's what we know at least, right? So street casting, subway casting, open auditions and competitions, and then we end up with this amazing final lineup who we all love, we all respect. For the next, I think it's gonna be on a Friday, but I'm not 100% sure. I hope it's on a Friday. If not, on a Saturday. Next Saturday. Let's say on Saturday. Saturday is a little bit more like a certain date. Saturday we're gonna talk about the debut. What was the first live? The next songs, because for the first album, which included the Jesus crashing in my bed. Sorry. So the first live stage, they came before the album, and the album included, of course, the song and another 9 songs, and it ended up releasing, I think, like 3 other music videos from the first album. They are really highly viewed music videos. So when you search on YouTube, you really have to like go a little bit deeper than usual to find them. But once you find them, they're pure gems, like pure gems. The next album was a little bit more successful. That's when we ended up having G, just better stuff. Better stuff came out from the second album. And that's it for today. So if you did like, I know it's a lot of information. I know, but if you're really starting to get into girl generation, I feel like this is all relevant information to get, like how they were formed and why they became as successful as they are nowadays. So yeah, I'm sorry for the quality. This is gonna improve, hopefully. If you guys have any ideas to give me, please give, because I'm always in search for new things to try to do. If you have any suggestions for the next groups that we should talk about, so please do comment about that as well. And if you have any questions about girl generation as well, come forth with those through the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and we see you guys. I see you guys tomorrow if you guys speak Portuguese, because I'm actually Brazilian. Let's remember that. And if not, till next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. I didn't click.